Good morning to all of you. A morning of winter 2020. What a wonderful series of webinar we have reached up to. I am Professor Shubhangi Jepulkar, Assistant Professor, Department of Advanced Management Studies, GS College of Wardha. Welcome you all on this digital platform of ours. We, Shiksha Mandal's Department of GS College, had organized this webinar series on the topic Developing Sustainable Growth Strategies Through Emerging Market Management Trends. We had requested various speakers to enlighten us through their expertise on this sensitive and significant issue for our future. Let me take all the names and let me recall all the speakers of this webinar series. On the very first day, we had Dr. Rupali Memane ma'am, CEO of No Edge Pune. On the second day, we had Dr. Shweta Bapat madam. She is the HOD of Human Resources Department of Kaveri College, Pune. On the third day, we had our speaker, Group Captain Samir Ganga Khedkar sir from Indian Air Force. Later we had Mrs. Kalpana Chinchkhede madam. She is a range forest officer. Yesterday we had Dr. Neerja Upadhyay, a transformational coach and a motivational speaker. And today, let me welcome our speaker of the day, Mrs. Ashwini Malviya. She is a woman who heals with a smile and positive aura. She is a practicing counseling psychologist and psychotherapist. She holds a master's in business administration from Tirupudi Institute of Management, Nagpur. She is also a master's in information technology, a very versatile personality with MA psychology degree, and she also runs her counseling center in Akola. She runs a Malviya Counseling and Psychotherapy Center with an aim of let's recover, regain, and relive. She basically works for children, adolescents, and adults with testing and evaluation of their personalities, psychologies, and providing the services related to that. Her goal is to empower humans to explore and learn from the challenges they face, grow from their experiences, and she also helps them to grow their full potential. She helps them build on their coping mechanism to reach their goals of life. She aims to encourage mental health and break the stigma of talking about it. I welcome you, Ashwini Malviya madam. And to begin this webinar series, let me quote something. It all begins and ends your mind. It all begins and ends in your mind. What you give power to has a power over you if you allow it. What you give power to has a power over you if you and you only allow it. With this quote, let me hand over the session to our speaker, Mrs. Ashwini Malviya. Madam, over to you. Kindly guide us. And I know, let me recall your topic for the day. The topic is emotional quotient for managers. Interesting topic, picking a trend, and definitely very useful and beneficial for us to know on this topic to lead our future at the workplace as well as at home. Madam, over to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Shubhangi ma'am. That introduction was a big thing for me. Thank you so much for the beautiful introduction you gave.
My pleasure, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. I wholeheartedly thank you, Dr. Sahib Rao Chauhan, Principal College, GS College, Wardha, for giving me such an opportunity. Parikshit sir, Shubhangi madam, Kiran Nagar madam, I'm wholeheartedly obliged that you gave me this opportunity. It's my pleasure to be a part of this national webinar series. COVID-19 pandemic has caused a huge disruption in our education around the world, right? Especially in India, where we are emphasized on classroom teaching. Online teaching for teachers, it's really challenging. But educational institutes like GS College and its management, teaching staff are putting efforts to make children aware of the changing dynamics. The dynamics which are changing in the work environment with the pandemic, and therefore they have organized such an illuminating session, and with the tailored topics, they are suitable for the speakers as well. You gave it very beautifully. I'll be talking about emotional intelligence for managers. Uh, emotional intelligence is the latest buzzword in HR, you believe me. Let me try to explain what exactly it is and how the topic is important in workplace, in profession, as well as in the personal life. Uh, can I go on with the slides, ma'am, please?
Yes, ma'am. She is not visible. Ma'am, you are not visible to us. Yeah, ma'am, am I audible? Ashwini, ma'am? Yes, ma'am, that's fine. Yes, yes, now you are visible and your screen is not visible.
Okay, one second. You give me a second.
Okay. अच्छा यही
Is the PPT is visible?
Yes, madam.
Okay. So, so you have given me the reaction which I don't need to tell, right? We'll be just skipping on the fourth PPT. That is, many of us agree that our lives would have been better if we were equipped to regulate our emotions. If not, many of us agree that our lives would have been better if others would interact
अच्छा
us, how they knew how to regulate or not, Shubhatra.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I visible? Means, are you able to see the PPT?
Yes, yes, we can see the PPT, ma'am.
Right. So we agree that sometimes we behave abruptly, like that's an anger, or we really don't know how to in a situation like this. Let us share our experience today. I was supposed to take this sessions from home. There was a power cut down there. Okay, I didn't panic that time. There was no anger, no fear. Okay, I thought I would go to my hospital, and there I would be able to do it. And then I went there. And the same situation again came. I wasn't able to join them. My extremities were cold because I had committed to people, you know, to give this webinar. So
Absolutely,
then,
ma'am.
sorry?
Absolutely, yes, ma'am. That was a situation to test our emotional stability. Exactly.
Stability. And you won't believe I lost my emotional stability that time because my commitment was there. And then my kids accompanied me here, and they were handling all the technical things. And then suddenly they said me like, and I, for no reason, I shouted on that person, you know. And that time I thought that no, if I'm giving a webinar on emotional intelligence, that was a situation where I need to handle my emotions. I'm emotions. So, I thought twice before yelling at him. So there, I showed my emotional stability. Like the sometimes it's really difficult to control our emotions, right? Okay, and then let's talk about emotions. Oh, emotions. Emotions, it's really a complex definition to explain. Here, it's like emotions are often defined as a complex state of feeling that result in physical, psychological changes and influence thoughts of a human behavior. Means a feeling, what we are from inside. I had a feeling that no, what is happening this? Why the situation is like this? I'm supposed to मुझे वेबिनार देना है तो लाइट कैसे क्या जा सकती है? बट तो ये तो है ना, लाइट तो गई है. बट मुझे कैसा फील हो रहा है मुझे देखने का. मेरा इमोशन कैसा था? मेरा इमोशन फियर का था. Fear of people judging me, right? Fear of people making statements about me that, oh God, she was not on time. Where I'm not the person who is not on time. I'm very punctual. But then this happened. And then there was a physical changes. I had a major heart, it was pumping like da. And these are the emotions which were coming because of the situation, right? Emotions are part of human life. There are different types of emotions we deal into, like positive one as well as negative. Positive like happiness, joy, and after getting into this, I was really happy. Love, empathy, gratitude. These are all the positive emotions. While negative are like anger, sadness, fear, every negative emotion. But we get influenced by emotions, how we live and interact with people. Interaction, like if we have something in our thoughts for that person, that emotions automatically come. We don't have to bring it. Okay? And we get driven by our emotions. We don't think practically. Our thought process stops there and there. So we, at times, it may seem that we are ruled by our emotions. The choices we make, the perceptions, the decisions we make, all are influenced by emotions. So I think that we all know, we all have gone through all these emotions. Shubhangi ma'am, hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Why am I not able to see you people? It's really difficult.
Ma'am, that maybe probably you are using Mac, and that may have the problem. And I will also request you to make your PPT full screen. Okay.
It's not full screen.
No, we can see the side slides also. You can make it full screen also, ma'am. And yes.
Is it fine now? Is it fine now?
Not yet. Yes, it is now. Yes, it is now.
But I cannot communicate by just seeing to the slide. I need to see human faces. I'm not able to communicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
can you help me with that?
You can do one thing, ma'am. You can parallelly log in from another system if possible, and there you can have a visual
Yeah, that would be better, Shivangi ma'am. I'll just click into my.
Yes.
I'm asking for joining. Can you take me in, please?
We are yet to receive the message, ma'am. Once the pop-up comes, I will let you in. है ना?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm facing a major technical issues today. It's
Yes.
saying no
Can you just
Okay, I'll just
read?
try to explain with the slides without seeing the human faces, right? Okay? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's a challenge for you to go without.
Yeah, I need to, I need to. One sec. Okay. Okay, then now coming to the intelligence.
Okay.
I just chose a very small definition for the for intelligence. Okay, but intelligence is the ability to think, to learn, to solve problems, and to be creative. Okay. Oh, my lecturer is going to, they are going to shout at me for spending. They have spent hours to explain this intelligence to me in my psychological classes. But I have chose this one. It's a very complex, and even the researchers are not able to a conclusion yet that what is intelligence. So intelligence is the most talked and controversial topic with psychology. It's basically it is a set of cognitive abilities. Okay, then let's go. Then we are talking about EQ. Okay, EI means emotions plus intelligence, right? We read about emotions, we read about intelligence. Now it comes to getting a balance of it. It is an integration of intelligence as well as emotions. Okay, so I would like to add this that IQ, it's emotion, IQ, intelligent quotient, and EQ, emotional quotient. Both are measure are the tools to measure intelligence as well as EQ, right? When you have said my topic was emotional intelligence for managers, the emotional quotient for managers. In quotient emotional, when we talk about emotional quotient, it is a tool. So let's talk about emotional intelligence. Okay. So I had given you this that EQ and EI are not different, it's just a tool. Okay, so given the both the definitions like emotions and intelligence, both are contradictory. When we see to intelligence, it goes by all the brain things we think, right? As per the PPT, can you see that guy is balancing between the heart and the brain? Okay, Shivangi ma'am, I would like you to converse with me so that I feel, because I'm not able to see.
Very much, very much. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm not able to see anybody. So how
Yes.
we so that would be better if you tell me that if it's going on well. Okay,
Okay.
then
Okay.
emotions and intelligence. So when we balance those things, balance, how can it be balanced in management? We talk about कि काम के वक्त या बिजनेस के वक्त ये कैसे क्या मैनेज हो सकता है? या तो मैं अपना इंटेलिजेंस यूज कर सकता हूँ, या तो मैं अपना इमोशन यूज कर सकता हूँ. दोनों एक साथ तो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है,
Right.
राइट? तो फिर
Right.
वो वर्क प्लेस पर बैलेंस करना बहुत जरूरी होता है. अपने को लगता है कि ये इंटरसेक्ट तो हो ही नहीं सकते, ब्रेन और हार्ट और व्हाट एवर थॉट्स, फीलिंग्स, इमोशंस, ये दोनों कैसे क्या इंटरसेक्ट हो सकते हैं? बट द इंटीग्रेशन यानी दो मिक्स अप, अ बैलेंस वन जब होता है, तब वी कॉल इट एज EI. It helps us to solve problems, to live a life, a balanced life.
All
So
right.
उसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि whenever a situation comes where emotions are involved and not the intelligence, so that time, we can use it in a balanced way. It's not about in business or work. It's even in our lives. More emotions as well as intelligence balance is very much. So, what is? I'll give a definition of emotional intelligence. It is emotional intelligence being aware of recognizing, understanding, and managing one's own emotion. यानी खुद के इमोशंस, मैं क्या फील कर रहा हूँ, मैं किस एक पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन आती है तो मैं बार बार वैसा क्यों रिएक्ट करता हूँ, दैट इज अवेयरनेस, मेरे खुद के अवेयरनेस के लिए। जब इमोशंस की बात आती है तो मैं कोई पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन पे कैसे रिएक्ट करता हूँ या कैसे एक्ट करता हूँ, ओके। एंड it
Yes.
it is the ability to aware of recognizing and understanding the influencing others emotions। ये किसी और के इमोशंस भाई, वो आ रहा है, वो बोल रहा है, इज इट फाइन नाउ?
Yes. Now it is full screen. Yes.
Yeah, but there's some, is it fine? Are you able to see everything?
Yes. Yes. It is, ma'am. It is fine. Yes.
इट इज लाइक कि किसी और के भी इमोशंस इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, कभी कभी तो अपन बिहेव कर लेते हैं अपने स्टाफ के साथ में या अपने,
Right.
इट कम्स एवरीवेयर। जब बातों की वी आर सोशल एनिमल, वी से सिर्फ अपनी लाइफ अपने तक सीमित नहीं रहती है। इवन इन बिजनेस, इन मैनेजमेंट, व्हेन वी सी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इंस्टीट्यूट सारे इन्वॉल्व होते हैं उसमें। यू कैन नॉट से कि यार मेरे में इंटेलिजेंस है, मेरे में सब है, मैं जाऊंगा वहां लेक्चर दूंगा तो सब हो जाएगा, सब ठीक हो जाए, मैं अपना काम करूंगा, मैं वापस आऊंगा। ऐसा पॉसिबल है शुभांगी मैम? नहीं है,
नहीं होता है. नहीं
नहीं
होता.
होता।
Whatever we plan never happens, and some googlies come in,
या
and we have to play our shots. Yes.
या क्योंकि वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है कि जहां जहां मैं अकेले काम कर रही हूँ भाई, मैं आई एम गुड एट दिस वर्क, पर्टिकुलर वर्क, मैं बहुत अच्छी हूँ ये काम में, तो मुझे लोगों से क्या करना है। बट ऐसा होता नहीं है, लोगों से तो काम पड़ता ही है, वो इंटेलिजेंस।
Right.
So, you have to understand even the people there. Or when you go to
Right.
a management side, you go to a manager side, managerial side, administrative side. तो वहां तो लोगों के साथ डील करना is a major thing, right? So that emotional intelligence is both of getting aware of our emotions, recognizing कि कौन सा, लेबलिंग इट कि ये क्या फील कर रहा हूं मैं, अंडरस्टैंड करना कि ये क्यों हो रहा है, और मैनेज करना, राइट। एंड गेटिंग, बीइंग अवेयर एंड रिकॉग्नाइजिंग ऑफ अदर्स इमोशन एज वेल, राइट। देन combination of it, how you make this professional life and personal life effective by managing both your emotions as well as the others emotion, okay? So this is basically EI. See, 90% of the people, study shows that 90 people percent of the people say, no, I'm very good because they are communicating with people, I'm very good at EI. But ऐसा होता नहीं है, only 10 to 15% people are there who really practices EI, okay, that is emotional intelligence. So coming to this person, there's,
हाँ, वो blank हो गया है. Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
अभी ठीक है, yeah. So who is this man? He's Daniel Goleman. He has popularized the term emotional intelligence in his book with the same name. उनके बुक का नाम ही इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस था। He's an internationally known American psychologist. So I would like to read his belief. His belief is, and he gives he takes seminars and webinars to all the major companies, big companies of the world. He's training them, teaching them. He says belief is by teaching people to tune into their emotions with intelligence and to expand their circles of caring. Of caring. अब caring तो कंपनी में किससे होगा? What is trying to say? Caring of the people he is management is working with, his workers, co-workers, okay, employees. We can transform the inside out and make positive difference in our world. Our world, he is saying about where we live. He is not he's not restricting his EI definition only till professional, but as well as personal life. Okay? He argued that it is not that cognitive intelligence यानी तुम्हारा knowledge skill कितना knowledge है या तुमको skill है वो तुमको business success नहीं देगा. It cannot guarantee you business success. But EI can take you far better. यानी EI जो है emotional intelligence जो है वो तुमको काफी दूर तक और हद तक लेके जा सकता है. He means to say this.
Right.
Okay, let's shift on. But I have introduced Daniel Goleman. We don't need. Do I need to speak more about Daniel Goleman? Okay.
No. But so far I have understood that, ma'am, कि दिल से दिमाग को कैसे use करे.
हाँ, वही शिवानी मैम. I want you to be the representative of the whole people. That did you understand what I want to say? Do students are reaching to me like? I really want a reply.
Yes, ma'am. The thing is, they will be watching it from the YouTube streaming, which generally takes 1 minute, lagging time. So
Yeah.
that's fine, ma'am. They will be there. In case they throw any questions, I will let you at the end of the session.
True, please do so. I would be obliged to do all this, Okay, and this, we talked about EI, we talked about emotions, we talked about intelligence. We talk how they integrate. We talked about who introduced. We talked about all this. But tell me this, that how can it be done? What we see, बोल तो दिया है भाई लोगों के इमोशंस, मेरे इमोशंस सब ठीक है, बट ये काम कैसे कर रहा है? We need some fundamentals for it. We need fundamentals to, if it's a term, how it works. So can you see, Shwangi ma'am, that they have given it then they have placed it like उन्होंने 4 fundamentals को divide किया है on the basis of personal competency, if you can see.
Yes.
That is social competence and social competence, what I see and what I do. जाने
Right.
aware तो हूँ, self awareness तो है कि मुझे गुस्सा आता है, I yell at people, I get afraid, I get fearful with the situation, panic, but I don't know how to manage it.
Absolutely.
Right? Why I'm taking my example again and again, because I met with this situation today where I was supposed to show my emotional intelligence. Okay, self-management. I was aware. I was getting aware that my extremities are cold. I was very, very anxious. So what next? But if I would have given up on this, if I would have said, no, Shubhangi ma'am, I cannot take, because everything is done. I have to come to a relative's place to take this webinar. So that is where I took a decision. No, I have to act quickly. ठीक है, ये situation है, but मुझे I have to not घर पे नहीं, hospital में नहीं, but then I can take it at someone else's place. Let's do that. Let's see. So this is what management takes us. So if you see that as a personal competency, what I see, मैं देख रही हूँ कि this is happening to me. That if we see to the definition of it, this is all the foundation. When we talk about EI is about self. Okay, the foundation is self-awareness. तुम खुद क्या हो, तुम खुद कैसे हो, तुम कैसे मैनेज करते हो. This is the foundation of all the 4 components. 4 components are, that is self-awareness, self-management when it comes to personal competency, and this is social awareness and relationship management. Okay, then this self-education, self-awareness, the first one, this is the foundation of all the components. I'll try to read this. It is the ability to identify our own emotions, strength, weakness and how they affect our thoughts and behavior. कि भाई मैं आइडेंटिफाई कर रही हूँ मेरे इमोशंस, सारे नेगेटिव इमोशंस, व्हाई वी जो पॉजिटिव इमोशंस रहते हैं वो तो डील कर पाते हैं, पर जब स्ट्रेस में रहते हैं, स्ट्रेस वहाँ अपनी ज्यादा चीजें बिगड़ती है। ये वहाँ अपने को वी हैव टू एक्ट स्मार्ट, वी हैव टू एक्ट स्मार्ट कि मैं कहाँ पैनिक कर रही हूँ, या मेरे इमोशंस कैसे जा रहे हैं, मेरा वीकनेस क्या है, मेरी स्ट्रेंथ क्या है, मैं क्या कर सकती हूँ। एंड दैट इज हाउ दे अफेक्ट आवर थॉट्स एंड बिहेवियर एंड हाउ दे इम्पैक्ट ऑन अदर्स एज वेल। मैं गुस्सा हो रही हूँ, मैं अपने घर से निकल रही हूँ, मेरे घर में कुछ चीज काम नहीं हुआ, या आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फीमेल, मेरे घर में मेरी भाई काम पे नहीं आई है, दैट इज अ मैनेजमेंट थिंग एंड आई हैव टू रश टू हॉस्पिटल, सो यू नो, and I yell at other people. I start yelling at other people कि बाकी के लोगों के, one who are not involved even. So this is self-awareness and how we take our criticism, then constructive criticism. कोई मुझे आके बोल रहा है भाई तुम्हारा वेबिनार अच्छा नहीं हुआ है, you need to work and you should have been equipped, ये बैक साइड में होगा, and I take it positively. You got it, Shubhangi man? When I take it positively without crying over it or having a remorse of anything, तो तब self-awareness कोई काम नहीं करता. We don't say that we are self-aware. We cannot take up the criticism. और सबसे ज्यादा अफेक्ट कब होता है जब अपने से लोअर मैनेजमेंट वाले when the people who are and telling you कि you are not working well here, तुम यहाँ बराबर नहीं काम कर रहे हो, या यहाँ से थोड़े से चेंजेस है, माइट बी दिस मैम यहाँ काम नहीं हो रहा है, वी शुड ट्राई दिस वन, एंड वी सेड ऐसा कैसा, वो तो अभी आया हुआ है ना, हाउ कैन यू गिव मी फीडबैक्स अबाउट द थिंग। सो इफ यू डोंट टेक इट एज अ कंस्ट्रक्टिव क्रिटिसिज्म, सो दैट इज नॉट सेल्फ अवेयरनेस। सेल्फ अवेयरनेस में क्रिटिसिज्म आता है व्हेन यू टेक अप द क्रिटिसिज्म इन अ पॉजिटिव वे, ओके, दैट इज इमोशनल सेल्फ। इससे क्या बिल्ट होता है, वी सेल्फ अवेयर हो जाते हैं कि अपने इमोशंस कैसे कैसे जा रहे हैं, भाई इसको ये बोलते हैं, इसको लेबल करते हैं, इसको ऐसा, सारे इमोशंस को अपने खुद के लेबल कर पाते हैं। सेल्फ असेसमेंट बराबर होता है अपना, मैं खुद को कहाँ देखता हूँ, है ना, मैं खुद को कहाँ देखता हूँ, उसका सेल्फ असेसमेंट बराबर होता है। और सेल्फ असेसमेंट हुआ, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस हो गया, सेल्फ अवेयरनेस, मैं अपने इमोशंस को लेबल कर पाई, फिर मैं जाती हूँ कि मुझे सेल्फ असेसमेंट आ गया कि मुझे कैसे कहाँ मैं रिएक्ट करती हूँ, और फिर उससे मेरा सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ गया। सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस कैसे बढ़ा कि मुझे पता है कि यहाँ अगर सिचुएशन ऐसी आती है और मैंने पहले मैंने कूलली बिहेव किया है, मैंने उसको रिएक्ट नहीं किया है, या मैंने इफ आई हैव अ नेक्स्ट वेबिनार एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू कम टू मी, I'll be very self-confident. Now, what I'm not today might be. I have managed myself well, but still, if a situation comes again like this, I know how I'm going to handle. So the next time I'm going to be self-confident about me, right, Shwangi ma'am?
Absolutely. Ma'am, I would like to interrupt you and I request you, can you please check your volumes? Your voice is not that audible.
Is it fine now?
Yes.
I just did it. I don't know.
Now it's okay. Yes.
Why am I saying you, Shwangi ma'am, this? Because I am not able to see anything leaving my slides.
Yes, ma'am. We understand that.
And yeah. But are you able to see me?
We are able to see your slides. Yes.
Slides. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, should I go on to the next thing, Shivani?
Yes, ma'am. Please continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Then we go to what I do. What I do. What I see, I'm self-aware. चीजें पता चल गई है, भाई मैं ऐसे बिहेव करती हूँ, मेरा ऐसे इमोशंस रहते हैं, कोई भी स्ट्रेस के सिचुएशंस में मैं एंशियस हो जाती हूँ या मैं पैनिक करने लगती हूँ, बट बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट कि भाई मुझे आई हैव टू थिंक, मेरा सोचना सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट, मैं उस इमोशन को कैसे मैनेज कर पाती हूँ, मैं उसको मैनेज करना, लाइक यू नो इफ आई एम एबल टू मैनेज दैट इमोशन कि नो it's fine, situation comes like this and we have to manage ourselves. So this is the second main component of the EI, right? That is self-management. It is the ability to control and manage our emotions and behavior before expressing the impulses. Impulses क्या? Impulses गुस्सा, anger, सबसे मेजर रहता है एंगर, लाइक ऑन आवरसेल्फ,
राइट. इम्पल्सिव शॉपिंग मैम विमेन में बड़ी ज्यादा तौर पर पाई जाती है.
या आई डोंट नो व्हाई, बट यू नो मेन डजंट शो दैट इम्पल्सिव, बट मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उनमें भी इम्पल्सिविटी रहती है, बट वो दे डोंट you know that they are men, they are supposed to be calm and composed, they show to be composed, not calm actually but composed one, okay, but that's an emotion. I feel that they must be hiding, but they must be suppressing it and we are like showing it, okay. Yeah. It's meaning need to balance our own moods like worry, anxiety, fear जो रहती है, emotion, anger, और वो एक डिजायर्ड एक्शन की वजह से होता है, क्योंकि जो एक्शन मेरे मन के खिलाफ हो, अनडिजायर्ड, मैंने ये चाहा नहीं था पर ये हुआ है, तब ये सारी चीजें होती है. मैंने तो ये एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था बट फिर हुआ है, तो क्या, तो ये जो है जो सारे नेगेटिव इमोशंस जो मेरे मन के अगेंस्ट में हुआ है, जनरली दैट कम्स, नेगेटिव इमोशंस कम्स फ्रॉम इट, what I desired, what I thought, or what I forecasted about people, about the situation. It didn't happen to be like that. And then comes all these negative emotions. Do you agree with me, Shubhangi ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
Yeah. So, वो create किसका है? Like it's created by us. So, those who can manage their emotions perform better. Do you agree? They think clearly. If you don't have these emotions, worry, anxiety, fear, anger, जो इमोशंस नेगेटिव है, अगर मैं वो नहीं रहे तो मैं शायद बेटर परफॉर्म कर सकूं, मैं ज्यादा क्लियरली सोच सकूं चीजों को, राइट. सो सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट इज द सेकंड की कंपोनेंट आई वुड एम्फसाइज इन. सेल्फ अवेयरनेस तो रहता है बट सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट नहीं आता. अवेयरनेस तो है भाई कि इमोशंस है, बट मैं उसके बारे में क्या करता हूँ, मैं उसको मैनेज करने के लिए क्या करता हूँ. But I would like to be clear on this, that managing doesn't mean that it is suppressing कि भाई दबा दो तो मैं बढ़िया हूँ, मैं बहुत सुलझा हुआ इंसान हूँ. Suppressing or denying them, मैं उसको suppress करते हैं कि नो ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता, मैं बहुत काम और कूल हूँ तो ये तो इमोशंस आ ही नहीं सकते. वैसा नहीं, वो तो आएंगे पर तुम उसको प्रोडक्टिवली कैसे हैंडल, हाउ यू कैन यूज देम प्रोडक्टिवली, राइट. सो बट व्हाट,
मतलब यहाँ हम कह सकते हैं एबिलिटी. मे आई से समथिंग मैम? यहाँ हम कह सकते हैं एबिलिटी टू एक्सप्रेस आवर सेल्फ एंड आवर इमोशंस इन अ बेटर वे सो दैट दे विल नॉट बी हार्मफुल, दे विल नॉट बी अग्रेसिव, येट वी हैव टू कन्वे व्हाट वी हैव टू we wish to convey, right?
True, very right. And when you do that, Shubhangi ma'am, you believe me, when you do that, you have more emotional self-control रहता है. And if you see to the management side, when जब अपन at work, when we say, जब लोगों को काम करने, जब लोगों के living a personal life, when it comes to professional life, I feel that when you have better self-management, you know, people start trusting you more. They start telling you more things. They start sharing things with you. So being a manager, when it comes to managerial level, you know, if they know that my boss is not going to yell at me or throw tantrums or not being this, so people start trusting you, they'll come and tell the things to you, right? Then you have more adaptability. आप आपको खुद को भी अडाप्ट कर सकेंगे और एनवायरनमेंट को भी जल्दी से अडाप्ट कर सकेंगे. आपके जो when you don't have any self management issues, I believe that your intuition power increases, and you're more optimistic about the thing. Then you're able to manage your emotions. So we have gone through what I see to what I do, right? So when it comes to, then the other comes social competency, that is social awareness. social में क्या, सिर्फ लोग आते हैं social में. The other people, like understanding others' emotion. अभी तक तो खुद की बात की, but मैं अपने इमोशंस को कैसे पहचानता हूँ, मैं अपने खुद के इमोशंस को कैसे मैनेज करता हूँ. But when we talk about work or personal life, it's about people. मैं लोगों के इमोशंस को कैसे जानता हूँ, कैसे समझता हूँ. I believe that once you're self-aware of your emotions, you can recognize and understand others' emotions. You are much concerned about others' emotion and then react to it properly. आप react भी बराबर करते हो कि भाई मैं कैसे treat करना चाहता हूँ अगर मेरे साथ ऐसा हुआ, and I am in a situation. So how I want my people, my boss to react to this. Okay, by when you recognize and you control them better, then you better understand कि socially तो रहता है, socially जब अपने को interact करना पड़ता है या लोगों के emotions को control करना पड़ता है, तो तुमको पता रहता है कि how you are supposed to do it.
Right.
And when the major comes, भाई बोल के तो लोग बता देते हैं. When you are into office setting, people might not tell you, but then they show by their physical, verbal, non-verbal cues देते हैं आपको कि भाई मुझे ये नहीं जम रहा, या मुझे किसी और के साथ में नहीं जम रहा है, या आपके साथ में नहीं जम रहा है. तो वो what they do, their tone changes, their body language changes, their facial expression changes, and
Absolutely.
then and then आपको उनके इमोशनल स्टेट का पता चल जाता है, क्योंकि आपको खुद को भी मालूम है कि ये ऐसे इमोशंस रहते हैं, भाई ये he is going through all this and that is why. So once you get to know the non-verbal, तुम उसमें स्मार्ट हो जाए कि लोगों के non-verbal cues जो दे रहे हैं, उसमें आपको पता चल जाएगा कि वो आदमी क्या सोचता है, what he is going through. तो उसमें क्या होता है कि आप एक एम्पैथी क्रिएट कर देते हो वो पर्सन के लिए, you start creating empathy for that guy कि because हाँ कि ये मेरे साथ भी हुआ था, ये मेरे साथ नहीं भी हुआ था, but I know I can put myself in his shoes. मैं उसके शू में पैर रख के देख तो सकता हूँ कि क्या है. इससे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो है अवेयरनेस फैल जाती है कि हाँ वी आर बॉस अगर EI में सोशल अवेयरनेस ये सारी चीजें मैनेज करे. It can be anybody, but ये सब जो मैनेज कर सके तो वो एनवायरनमेंट भी वैसे ही क्रिएट होता है वर्क प्लेस पर. बेटर आप काम कर सकते हैं. ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट जो भाई एक दूसरे को, भाई गुस्सा आया है हम लोगों को, बट हम लोग मैनेज कर लेंगे. वी नो हाउ टू मैनेज आवरसेल्फ, वी टॉक अबाउट इट. दिस इज सोशल अवेयरनेस. Am I clear till this, Shubhangi ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, absolutely.
Even if you have any questions, you may please ask me so that you can you're an audience. If I'm not clear on something, I can emphasize on it. Okay.
In between, ma'am, what you can do is you can stop sharing your screen and we can view you, right? We can see you on the screen.
Okay.
That we can do. Okay.
Can I do this now?
Yes, please. Yes. Okay, so let me have the layout here. Yes, ma'am. Can you please? Yes. Yes. Ma'am, we can see just your icon. Yes, yes. Now you are visible. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Oh, I'm happy to see your face. I was just seeing that
Okay,
still.
ma'am.
I don't know why. But can't I see that PPT as well as you side by side?
That can be done, ma'am, but I think there is some problem from your system side. We usually do that, and we are usually able to see that, right? Hmm. Right. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh,
Okay.
thank you, sir. Can I do that, Shubhangi ma'am? You have my slides, or should I send you immediately so that you know?
Ma'am, I'm scared that it will take a little bit time. So, okay. Okay, sir. Let me send, I will send it to sir. No problem. Ashwini ma'am,
Yeah.
I will do that. Let me do that on your behalf. You please
Okay.
continue. Yes,
Please.
yes,
Thank you so much, sir.
yes.
That was a great help because I cannot speak to a screen. That's a bit difficult for me.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm trained to work with humans, not with the technology. Components, it's a relationship, which is the
Yes.
product of all this, product of all that what we have talked about. We talked about, even can I take this? One second.
XYZ situation happens. I choose to be a responding. I have everything on the screen now.
Yeah. Oh, that was a happy moment for me.
Yes. Carry on, ma'am. Yes.
Yeah. So we were like into. Can I get the relationship management slide? Yeah.
Close there.
This side, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Then coming to relationship, can you see those two arrows? That self awareness is going to self management as well as social awareness, right? And then self management is going to relationship. If you are managing anyways, if you are managing yourself, then it is helpful. Then relationship management goes again to social awareness. This is all interconnected. It's you and me everywhere. It's मैं खुद और आप जो सामने है, right? So relationship management is, if we have all these components, self awareness, self management, social awareness, we are able to connect people. देखिए फाइनल प्रोडक्ट है, क्यों चाह रहे हैं ये सब चीजें, मैं क्यों चाहती हूँ कि मैं सेल्फ अवेयर हूँ, मैं क्यों चाहता हूँ इन मैनेजमेंट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट, मैं why I want to be self managed, why I want to be socially aware, because I want to have a healthy relationship, a healthy management, relationship management with everybody. So it is an ability to connect with others, build positive relationship, respond to the emotion of others and influence others on the team. Just talking about the organization कि मैं कैसे मैं इस ये अगर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजमेंट आ गया है, मुझे लोगों खुद की इमोशंस का लोगों के इमोशंस को मैनेज करना समझ गया है, तो फिर मैं इनसे क्या कर सकता हूँ, where I can build a relationship, where it's going to work in the HR sector और द प्रोडक्टिविटी सेंटर, जो भी है वहां कैसे काम करेगा. सो इसमें क्या होता है, व्हाई इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट, बिकॉज इट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट इन सक्सेसफुली नेगोशिएटिंग, रिजॉल्विंग कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स एंड वर्किंग विथ अदर्स. यानी मैं तो मेरे गोल की तरफ जा रहा हूँ, अगर मैं सिर्फ सेल्फ अवेयर और सेल्फ मैनेज रहता हूँ तो माइट भी मैं थोड़ा सा सेल्फ सेंटर्ड हो जाऊं. आई विल बी सेल्फ सेंटर्ड अबाउट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. आई वांट माय ग्रोथ, I want me to earn money. I want only me it comes. But when it comes to the next one, social competence, when you think as a team, तुम लोगों का भी भला चाहते हो, then they should also grow and I should also grow. So these are the four fundamentals where EI works. So the most important what Shubhangi ma'am told, that we just deny पहले ही स्टेज में जहां वाई वी आर नॉट एबल, हम बोलते हैं कि हम मैं EI, आई हैव अ गुड EI, आई हैव अ वेरी गुड इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस. नो, जब आप सेल्फ अवेयर ही नहीं हो, इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम सेल्फ अवेयरनेस. भाई सेल्फ अवेयर ही नहीं हो कि तुम इमोशंस कैसे कंट्रोल करते हो. व्हेन एम्प्लॉय इज कमिंग एट लेट वन डे एंड यू स्टार्ट येलिंग एट हिम, येलिंग क्योंकि आपके साथ कुछ हुआ रहता है. So these are the things we should keep a track on your emotions while in organization. सबसे बड़ा तो ये रहता है when we are at a managerial post या बड़े पोस्ट पे रहते हैं, पर बहुत जल्दी जो ऊपर वाला रहता है, टॉप एग्जीक्यूटिव्स रहते हैं, we tell कि it's not my fault, मेरा कोई गलत नहीं है. मेरे जो लोअर लेवल के एम्प्लॉयज हैं, the ones who are co-workers है, जो नीचे the top line, the bottom line employees, उनकी वजह से हुआ, they don't take up the responsibility. Right? So these are the fundamentals of EI. So it helps in inspiration. जब आपको ये सारी चीजें, relationship management आ गया, so you can be a great leader, you can be an influencer. आप influence कर सकते हैं, आप lead कर सकते हैं टीम को. फिर आप जो building bonds बोलते हैं, जो bonds build करते हैं ताकि आप कंपनी को आगे लेके जाए. So these are the four fundamentals. So am I clear with all those fundamentals? Because this is the core of EI. If I'm very clear on this, so I can go on to next slide then. Am I clear, Shubhangi ma'am, on this?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Is there something left there? Am I clear with self-awareness?
No, ma'am. All the four aspects, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's, can I have the other slide, please? Oh, I was very pleased with this slide, I was very happy to make this slide. I don't know why, but then Google, Telsa, oh God, Microsoft, big companies, you can just dream about it, okay, to work in such a place. but it takes lots of efforts to bring any organization to this level. It's not about any one person, that is any person, Satya Nadella, or what we CEO of Indra Nui, I must say. No, these people, Elon Musk of Telsa, these are big names. But if you believe me, that these people are already into EI, ये लोग EI practice करते हैं in their business. They, these are the top 5 companies of the world who are practicing EI at high. एक, they know what there is the importance of this EI. EI कहाँ तक काम करेगा. So now I would like to read a report which published in World Economic Forum, the future jobs of 2020. जो फ्यूचर जॉब्स रहेंगे 2020 के, आई एम टेकिंग द लिबर्टी ऑफ स्पीकिंग ऑन बोथ द लैंग्वेजेस सो दैट आई कैन बी वेरी मच क्लियर. सो आई एम that is EI is the 6 top skills among the 10. Knowledge, ability, skill,
Okay.
ये सब, and then comes EI. EI is as this is the desire. They are going to take up the test of the employees and have to see that where he is at EI. The training has been done. The training, more tools are being developed to measure this EI. you know so I again, coming to this, that Elon Musk, CEO Telsa, Indra Nui, CEO Pepsi, Satya Nadella, CEO Microsoft, ITC, Whirlpool, Gillette, everybody, they are focusing on EI in their training programs जहाँ training होते हैं. They believe that if I have, it's not that if I have knowledge, मुझे मेरे फील्ड का पर्टिकुलर नॉलेज है, तो आई एम केपेबल, आई कैन बी अ ग्रेट लीडर. नो, यू कैन नॉट बी. If you see to Ratan Tata, he had been going to people and going to workplace and tries to work also at this age, at that ground level. He's trying to build his emotional intelligence for his business. So so you have to be people's person. तुमको लोगों का पर्सन बनना जरूरी है. इफ यू हैव टू रन एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, यू कैन नॉट वर्क अलोन, राइट? So this is what is done with EI. It's very necessary. Business, big business houses are using this EI as their tool. Okay, can I have the next slide, please? Okay. Is this much, sir? There is nothing. Yeah. How emotional intelligence is used in management, why it is used or how it is used. So if we come to भाई इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस है, पर मैनेजमेंट के लिए क्यों इतना इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्यों इतना जोर शोर हो रहा है, क्यों इतना वर्ड हो रहा है इसका? EI, sorry, EI, I don't know, but yes, it is important for management. It is, because if you know your people, whether top line or bottom line, employees interacting with them is very important. Managers should interact with their top as well as low line, means bottom line executives. तो उससे क्या होता है, एक पर्सनल बॉन्ड हो जाता है, उससे वर्क मैनेजमेंट ज्यादा इजी हो जाता है. ओके, देन कम्स कम्युनिकेशन. When you're regularly in touch with your team, so you are updated with what they are going through, what are their demands, what they're facing problems, or what is the work culture going around you. Just sitting in one cabin doesn't work. You need to be with people, then only it can be effective in the output. Am I clear on this communication? Like, I need to
Yes.
yeah. So the more and communication skill is otherwise also very must in management, very must. The more you're clear with your communication, the more you make people know you better. Okay, and you make people, you know people better than. Yeah. Then let's go upon collaboration. Collaboration means it's not about the company as well. सिर्फ अपने कंपनी तक सीमित नहीं रहता है. It's about people you are dealing with. आप जब बाहर collaborations लेते हैं, बाहर के लोगों से डील करते हैं, छोटी छोटी चीजों पे when you are in a project, suppose, so you have to hire 10 other associates with you. And if you don't have an emotional intelligence, यानी आप रिएक्ट करने के पहले सोचते ही नहीं है, you're not reacting, you're not thinking about what you're saying to people or reacting to them, how would that collaboration work? People won't be welcomed in your company or your organization, you know. And if collaboration, and I one more point I would like to add in a communication, that if in a team meeting it is seen. I have been working with a company where it's a long back, like it's an old story, but when I was working with them, my boss he never used to attend the meetings, but whenever he came, he made a point that we all speak about something. He said, "Get ready," and we were so stressed. Ki what we are supposed, and we used to be good to him. But he said that I want a review. मुझे रिव्यू चाहिए कि आप लोग सच में क्या मैं क्या इम्पोर्टेंट. इट्स अ बिग कंपनी नाउ, बिकॉज ही वाज रियली वर्किंग विद communication. He was very clear, and he got more collaboration with everybody, right? And let's talk about seeking offer and compose. Uh, Offer and support. Sorry for this. Managers need to be poised, seeking input from the team members and offering support to them. If you welcome, आप अपने से लोअर लेवल के मैनेजमेंट को जब बोलते हैं कि आप आइए और बताइए चीजें, मुझे समझाइए कि क्या हो रहा है कंपनी में, नॉट ओनली गुड थिंग, इवन और आपको अगर सपोर्ट चाहिए, यू नो, फिर इट डोंट यू थिंक शुभांगी दैट इट विल रियली ऐड टू द कंपनी प्रॉफिट्स. if a person is coming genuinely and telling you कि ये चीज कम है भाई हमारी कंपनी में, you have to work on this company.
Obviously, that person is letting the company have an opportunity to improvise and revise whatever their objectives were there, and if they are implemented. And as we all know, that change is a continuous process. So, if someone makes it remark and makes it brings it that observation to the management, then definitely it is considerable. Yes.
True. So that is why we are very sometimes we act like this. We know everything and we don't need any support, or
Right.
we don't even try to give that support to anybody when we are into that
Exactly.
position on the of the
Right.
top level.
Right.
You know. So this is really managing stress. This is the most important in EI. Why? Because बाकी तो सब जगह बढ़िया बढ़िया चलते रहता है, सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट पता है, सेल्फ अवेयर पता है, सब हो जाए, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू स्ट्रेस वो सारा कुछ काम ही नहीं करता. तो लीडर्स को, जो मैनेजरियल लेवल पे जो लोग रहते हैं, जो मैनेजमेंट एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव, दे आर सपोज टू हैव दे शुड बी वेरी गुड एट मैनेजिंग देयर स्ट्रेस. कि स्ट्रेस तो अनअवॉइडेबल है, ऐसा नहीं होगा कि भाई स्ट्रेस तो आएगा ही नहीं. तुम्हारा कंपनी बहुत अच्छा है तो इट इज इट एवर कि एवरीथिंग इज गुड इन योर कंपनी एंड नथिंग इज इन योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इवन इन योर्स, आई शुड से, बट बट देन हाउ यू मैनेज द स्ट्रेस.
Right.
सो दैट इज इम्पोर्टेंट. जब लोगों को हाई ईआई रहता है, देन दे हैव हाई इमोशनल इंटेलिजेंस. बिलीव मी शुभांगी मैम, they are able to, they don't let these negative emotions consume them.
Exactly.
Yeah, we all see, all why we see that all the big people, all
True.
these big words and big names, why? Because they're able to manage the stress.
Right.
स्ट्रेस को बहुत अच्छे से मैनेज कर पाते हैं. आई वुड लाइक टू ऐड दिस कि एक वर्क बैलेंस अच्छा होता है, लाइफ बैलेंस भी अच्छा होता है जब इस पे आता है. और बिलीव मी, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ मोटिवेशन व्हेन योर बॉस इज विद अ हाई ईआई. इट्स सो मोटिवेटेड, and he's very if you see that my management is very empathetic, compassionate, and towards the staff or the clients, he is, my god, he's resolving conflicts like this. Yeah, ऐसा conflict हुए, झगड़े हुए, या not झगड़ा, I want to say that, if there is something going in the company, he sense it and he tries to resolve it rather than multiplying it, or rather taking favorism for someone, बिकॉज उसको पता है कि अगर मैं फेवरिज्म लूंगा तो इट में ऐड टू द कंपनी कॉस्ट, क्योंकि हायरिंग रहेगा, मुझे स्टाफ हायर करना, स्टाफ हायरिंग का जो एक्सपेंसेस है वो बढ़ जाएगा, ट्रेनिंग का जो है वो बढ़ जाएगा. सो दिस ईआई, जो हाई ईआई वाले जो मैनेजमेंट रहता है, दे नो ऑल दिस कि व्हाट इज द कॉस्ट ऑफ लीविंग, और leaving one employee, एक employee leave हुआ, trained employee, so what is the cost of it? They know the importance of it. So employees feel very free to share their ideas, and even if they and they're very open to positive feedbacks. A person with a high ER, he's very positive when it comes to feedback. It influences people and inspires them to work productively for organization as well as themselves. They are, it's all about promoting understanding. They are promoting understanding between the people you work. This is how it is used in management. So all these are benefits, but a common in you is like that. He has a high emotional. Where he produce a positive result. Okay, can I go on the next slide, please, sir? Oh, this is a list of all the negative consequences of low EI. My manager comes and for no reason he yells at me. For no reason, he's coming and yelling at me. Will I be productive there? Will I work? Of course, there will be a money, financial need. But मैं मन से काम करूँगा वहाँ, वो मैनेजर के साथ में, या मैं मैनेजमेंट के साथ में? हाँ, शुभांगी मैम, will I work?
Yes, ma'am.
Like, I'm sorry, his boss is like he's yelling to his staff for no reason. सबके लिए आता है, वो सब पे निकालते रहता है. He's coming just to yell, just to tell them. एम्प्लॉइज को नीचा दिखाने के लिए या फेवरिज्म करने के लिए. अगर ऐसा, तो मैं अच्छे से काम कर पाऊंगी वहाँ? Will I be able to work there well?
Not at all, ma'am. Not at all. The survey report says that, especially for women, 8 out of 10 women have left their job, and the reason behind it was they were not comfortable with their immediate superiors' behavior towards them. Right. Oh. So this was the survey. Yes. So the HR Indexes has this survey report. I few days back came to know, and this is how it affects us. Means if we are not able to express, right, and the system is like where, especially in the big organizations, it happens that there is a big team, and if only one person is suffering and that person is not able to express it, then instead of sharing with other team members, that person chooses to quit or withdraw from that position. So that person comes on a flight mode instead of fight mode. Even if that person is having a lot of resources and support system to go ahead with that situation and solve it, he will not go or she will not go towards it. Especially in the woman, it has been found. Right. So absolutely, there will not be a comfort zone.
Yeah,
that's a caring person. Yes, yes.
Oh, it goes. But I would like to add this. But it is not even with females. Of course, the research and even with the males. But they sustain. Why they sustain?
Yes,
because it's a financial need. They have to survive. The family is surviving with them. The opportunities are less, so they feel कि यही काम करना better है भाई कि दूसरी जगह पे जाओ. But then, are they productive? No. They're just coming for 11 to 5 का जो job है या 11 to 6 का, they're coming, they're completing their work, फिर वो ग्रोथ का नहीं सोचते ना, कंपनी के ग्रोथ का सोचते हैं, खुद का ग्रोथ का सोचते हैं, बट देन
Right.
कंपनी के ग्रोथ का बिल्कुल भी नहीं, दे आर नॉट इनटू द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल ग्रोथ, you know.
This was the reason, ma'am, that I we took this branch also. That why it is needed to be emotional quotient, practicing this at the workplace. Because can we imagine that throughout India, if every small or big organization is having this problem that employees are not satisfied and misusing the resources at the workplace, or not, they are not being productive. So instead of having 10 times of productivity, they are just producing 8 or 6. That means that is a loss of not only company but the entire environment from where we are pulling those resources and exploiting them. So overall, even as a human, we are misusing those environment, and those are will not be available for the future generation. That's why we have to think in angle of sustainability and make them sustain, right?
Ah,
Yes.
very true, very true. And this is such a beautiful topic. This the topic what you have chosen for, students to get aware of all this. You have choose. I said the tailor-made topics. One topic with a suitable speaker. You're making them aware. You're making your student, when they go to, and how they can sustain there with
Right.
every topic. And this is
Right.
like emotions or emotional intelligence is going to come there. How it works,
Right.
of course their knowledge skill will work, but how this EI is going to work. So now
Right.
there's a list of it. Can you see the consequences of low? There's low emotional intelligence and high
Right.
emotional intelligence.
Right.
But there's a bit of confusion when it comes to see that people are not able to balance it well. Either they get too emotional, or then rather they get too practical about things. So it goes like this. So let us go to the consequences of low EI manager. Makes others feel unheard. I'm so sorry. Make others feel unheard.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. So if your co-workers constantly feel overpowered,
Yes.
या आप उसको ओवर पावर कर रहे हैं, या इग्नोर कर रहे हैं, या डिसरिस्पेक्ट कर रहे हैं, तो और आप उसको लेबल कर रहे हैं कि that would be a nasty, really you will not be a leader then.
Right.
For your business as well as associates, or even to your employees, right? So you have to make others feel heard कि हाँ आप उनको सुन रहे हैं, right? So this is the consequence of low EI manager. He is going to react this. He's going to overpower or something. So then comes managing emotions under pressure. This is not included, but I would like to add this. As a responsibility increases as a manager, pressures and demands also increases. The title of the employee that he is a manager, ज्यादा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज आती है, प्रेशर भी ज्यादा रहता है, बिकॉज टॉप एंड the CEOs, or they have they are questionable, then managers are questionable, so do the employees. Top line wale bhi, they are bottom line as well as both are, and manager is in middle, what we say middle manager, and a middle employees we say, because they are both managing the things. That staying calm and controlling emotions and not reacting impulsively in stressful situations, possibly get overly stressed, angered or upset to every crisis. Well, crisis आया तो my boss is going to shout, yell, he's going to do I don't know whatever. So वो जो environment है, who fails to do so and create more issues, ज़्यादा issue create हो जाते हैं company में.
Sorry to interrupt you. I fear that we have 10 minutes more. We are already running behind.
Oh, definitely. So can we just skip this to unreceptive response to feedback? I'll just then jump to the next slide. Okay.
Yes, we can jump to how to improve.
It was from my end. I was wrong. Okay. Then unreceptive. मुझे negative feedbacks नहीं चाहिए. मैं manager, as a manager मैं criticism नहीं ले सकता हूँ. मैं डिसअप्रूवल नहीं ले सकता हूँ, मेरा कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट मैंने कुछ कुछ पुटअप किया है, यू एज ए एम्प्लॉय कैन नॉट अप्रूव ऑफ इट। फॉल्ट फाइंडिंग रहता है, अज्यूमिंग दैट कि जो भी वो अगर मुझे कुछ बता रहा तो वो क्रिटिसाइज ही कर रहा होगा, इट्स ही हैज अ बैड इंटेंशन। इसकी वजह से लोअर परफॉर्मेंस लो हो जाता है, कंपनी में कॉन्फिडेंस जो है इन मैनेजमेंट, तो ट्रस्ट इश्यूज बहुत ज्यादा हो जाते हैं लो ईआई की वजह से, and they are not able to perform well. Okay, these are the things which can I go to the, there are higher losses also, Shivangi ma'am, I would like to, can I go to the next slide please?
Yes.
Oh, this is the end of it.
So that's at how to improve, right? How to
Right,
improve
that's how
UI. Yeah.
that. So that is to how can we improve EI? I have much to talk about it, but I will quickly get to connect to yourself. Connect how, you know, you should practice noticing how you feel, and you're the source of emotion. आप कैसे आपका दिन निकल रहा है, आपको कैसे फील हो रहा है, आप कैसे इमोशंस, that is how you connect to yourself. माइंडफुलनेस ब्रीदिंग। जब आप स्ट्रेसफुल सिचुएशन में रहते हैं तो यू नो हाउ यू आर मैनेजिंग योर ब्रीथ, that is very important. Healthy habits, I'm very health, so I need to talk about it. You should have healthy habits, exercise, meditation, eating good food really helps. Healthy habits really help. I'm very clear about it. Active listening, आप कैसे compassion proactively किसी को सुन रहे हैं, वो बहुत important है. Stop reacting and start responding. React करना और respond करना, as you added Shubhangi ma'am, it's two different things. कि आया situation तो मैंने react करना ही चाहिए, कोई stressful आया तो मैंने respond करना चाहिए, मैंने मुझे चिल्लाना चाहिए, मैं react करना चाहिए, respond नहीं करना चाहिए. That is drop and black and white thinking. ये ऐसा ही होता है, वो वैसा ही होता है, white यानी अच्छा, black यानी बुरा, बस मेरी ऐसी thinking है लोगों के लिए. These are the things you should treat others how you want to treat. Don't get involved in office conflicts, gossips होते हैं, politics होते हैं. So if you, it weakens you professionally also as well as personally. We learn to see uncertainty, frustration, disappointment as working environment to motivate them others, right? These are the things. Can I have the next slide? It's very interesting. So am I clear on improving? This choice is yours.
Yes.
आपकी है. There's a tale for tale चिराव के सोसाइटी के ग्रैंडफादर रहते हैं, वो अपने कि तुम कैसा फील कर रहे हो, व्हाट यू आर फीलिंग, एंड ही सेज दैट you know there are two wolves inside me. The one is evil, which have all the negative thoughts, बहुत सारे, and the one is positive, जो अच्छा wolf है. तो वो अपने ग्रैंडफादर से पूछता है कि कौन सा वुल्फ जीतता है ये दोनों के फाइट में. द वुल्फ विद इन अस, जो लोग हर ह्यूमन बीइंग के अंदर है. सो ही सेज द वन यू फीड, आप जिसको खाना दोगे वो बढ़ेगा. इफ यू फीड टू अ नेगेटिव वुल्फ, वाइल्ड वुल्फ, वो ज्यादा बढ़ेगा. इफ यू फीड टू अ नाइसर वुल्फ, वो ज्यादा बढ़ेगा. सो दिस आई वुड एंड, but the choice is yours, how you groom yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So this was also the last talk of the series, and we have come to end to our long planned efforts to have this webinar at national level on the topic developing sustainable growth strategies through emerging management trends. So here comes the concluding movement. Ma'am, to conclude your session, I would like to say that yes, we definitely need to understand ourselves and others, and the key is to start with yourself. So सारी गोची यहीं पे है. It's the most challenging thing. Our brain, although doesn't know the danger and it avoids the danger, it is very important for it to accept, acknowledge, and then only the advancement process will start to improvise. और Instead of improvising, we can say that to know better ways to handle people so that we will not spoil the relationships in and around our workplace and family. So the emotionally stable people, as you mentioned, that all the CEOs and world leaders are already practicing EI. So let us imbibe it in our own practices, and let us understand the better ways and start practicing the mindfulness. I know it is difficult. I know we will have to again rediscuss, means again meet to discuss the technicalities that how to, be self-aware, right? And all those four aspects, how we can work on it. So, ma'am, thank you so much. And let me again recall, because they deserve to be mentioned here again, on the entire, on behalf of entire Shiksha Mandal's Department of Advanced Management Studies, GS College of Commerce, Nagpur. I thank all the speakers for touching so lovely topics. Dr. Rupali Namani ma'am to talk on consumer and economic sustainability. Dr. Shweta Bapat ma'am to touch the topic using CSR as a tool for sustainable development. Group Captain Samir Gangakhekar to let us know the seeds for sustainable development. Mrs. Kalpana Khede Madam to discuss the role of a manager in environmental sustainability. Dr. Neerja Upadhyay Madam, excuse me, excuse me. Give me a moment. Yes. So Dr. Neerja Upadhyay to touch the topic of mindfulness and social sustainability. She also touched a very beautiful topic with a new term that was mindfulness, mindful leadership. That was something very new for me. And today you, ma'am, Mrs. Ashwini Malviya, and touch the topic and enlighten us for management. We thank all the speakers and all the organizing committees. Let me have the opportunity to thank first of all to idealize this webinar, our IQSE head and MBA coordinator, Professor Ruchit Agrawal sir, our assistant coordinator of MBA department, Dr. Susan Bhavsar sir, co-convener of this webinar, Professor Kiran Nagre madam, and last but not the least, our inspiration and driving force of this entire GS college, our principal Dr. Sahib Chauhan sir. We thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I, would like to stop here and request our coordinator, Professor Cerified to declare this webinar over. Sir, over to you.
Thank you, madam. Actually, despite of the, we are going for the MBA admission process.
Yes. 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 Thank you so much, sir. Okay. Bye, everyone. Bye.